You're not paranoid for thinking everyone hates you or everyone's against you, because it's literally happened to a lot of us before, and people refuse to empathize with people that have been labeled as a scapegoat as a means to keep the cycle going. A lot of us have actually been in positions where we have walked into situations where we've done absolutely nothing to no one. Boom, somebody doesn't like you. Boom, they get everybody else not to like you. Boom, now everybody's claiming that you're this horrible person, and you don't know any of these people like that. This doesn't just happen at work or school or with friends or in business. This happens in families all the time. Time and time again, one singular person gets blamed for the actions of a group of people that are targeting that person based on insecurities that they have that have nothing to do with the person that's being labeled the scapegoat. And then the scapegoat's left with the trauma, left with the wreckage that is now their life, because it catches you so far off guard and you care about people that by the time you realize what's happened, everything's gone. It's just all gone. Crushed, destroyed, gone. And if you don't easily trust people after that, and you are always looking at people sideways because they're sideways people, that doesn't make you paranoid. You are observant. You don't want to be traumatized again. And it's not that you haven't healed. It's the fact that there really isn't truly support for people that have been in those situations. Because a lot of times you get into a situation like that you didn't even get into, but somebody else put and brought you into, and then you go seek help, and then you find out that the people that are supposed to help you aren't helpful either. A lot of advocacy groups and departments are just for show to actually continue perpetuating the behavior. This is why those of us that have been unfairly targeted with no justice, not even getting to see karma hit people, or getting good karma for at least us surviving and not being those terrible people, this is why a lot of us don't trust people. Because not only were you targeted by people that you had no problems with, on the basis of things that have nothing to do with you, you can't even properly get health or support for it. Because for a lot of us, it doesn't exist. Because all the people and places and things that they're claiming are supposed to be for us aren't actually for us. They're for the people that perpetuate the behavior that allows them to continue to do it to other people. And they just bank on the fact that we will be too exhausted and too tired to keep fighting. Because they know that this generation is not the biggest fan of trauma. We are exhausted. But you're not paranoid. You're not crazy. You're not mentally unstable for not trusting people or for thinking that new people might harm you the way that others have, because this was a lived experience for you. That does not mean that everyone is going to hurt you. It just means that we understand the risk. Sometimes we don't want to take the risk at all, or we just want to make sure that we're actually getting to know people well enough in hopes that they won't replicate anything that we have already been through. And sometimes that's not even enough. Because if someone wants to cause harm, they're going to try to cause harm, point blank, period. But you're not paranoid. You're just seeing what other people are refusing to see. And that a lot of people won't see until it happens to them too.